Hey everybody, hope you're doing good today. It's a little wet outside, but it's a nice day in the neighborhood. So we've been working hard and kind of excited. Today's a new tool day in the shop. So wanted to kind of update y'all and show you what we've got going on. About a year and a half ago, I was lucky enough to purchase this piece of equipment. It's a Evolution 14-inch cold cut saw, and it's a 833 multi-saw. The 833 is the model number, and love this thing. It has done an amazing job. You can cut a piece of metal and immediately handle it. It's not hot to the touch. There's not a whole lot of cleanup to do with it. And I really love this saw. It's done a great job. I've never had any problem with power from it. And just really happy with it. That being said, I am not sponsored by Evolution by any means. I wish I was. I would love to get some free stuff, or tools to test or anything like that. But they haven't reached out to me yet. So I'm just telling you what I've purchased and what I enjoy using and what's done a good job for me. So like I said, this cold cut saw's been great, but there's a few things I don't like about it. To do a miter cut, there's two bolts right here that you have to use an Allen wrench, adjust them, and then there's a fence that you turn, and your piece, instead of running along the cutoff table, sticks out, over here. Or you have to pick the base up and turn the whole base. So I'm not a big fan of that. The other thing is this, the hold down for this saw. It's very basic, very rudimentary, and there's no quick feed to allow you to slide it in very quickly and then lock it down. You have to sit there and turn it to thread it in or out. Minor things, nothing major, but some things I didn't like about it. So about 6 months ago, I saw that they had a different saw coming out, Evolution did, and was really interested in it because I'm hoping it takes care of some of these issues. So I went out and ordered one, and it came in yesterday. Let me show you what we got. All right, y'all, so this is it. It's again, it's a 14-inch blade, cold cut saw. The model number is S355 MCS, and the cool thing about this is it acts just like a miter saw for a woodworking chop saw. So it has the miter functions to make angled cuts without having to turn the base or do a whole lot of manipulation of your metal. So let's unbox this. The top of it, you've got the owner's manual, do's and don'ts for setting up the blades. Let's see. These are the stops for tightening up your workpiece. And what I like about it, you can put this little lever down and you can turn it and it'll work just like the one on that one will, or you can pop that back up and you can quick adjust it to where you want it to be. So let's see. All right. Oh, more knobs and handles. Different bracketry. So I saw these in the ad, and I thought this was cool. So if you're working with an irregular piece, say a piece of round pipe, or you've got a piece of square tubing and you need to cut it on the bias so that it's angled on the from point to point. So you can take these. You can see they're already profiled. I can get it to work. And they'll slide over the locking piece, and now that'll hold your irregular piece. So really like that feature. All right. I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to read the instructions. Yes, I said I'd read the instructions. All right. Wow. All right. So they sent me a brand new steel blade with it. This was something else I was looking at on their website. So this is for regular carbon steel, but they also have blades that are specifically designed for stainless, aluminum, a couple other different types of metals, and so they're each formulated. The teeth are made a specific way to keep like the aluminum from gumming it up or something like that. So I like the fact that we can put different blades on it and cut different materials. Oh, let's see here. Okay. That's the saw part of it. Okay. Another piece of styrofoam. Another hold down clamp. All right, the adjustable base. Not sure what that piece is. I believe that is it, but yep. Wanted to make sure I didn't want to throw anything away, because I have done that before. All right. So let me bring you in and show you this real quick. Okay. So if you want to do a miter cut, just like a regular DeWalt, Milwaukee, any of those miter saws, you've got a little release button here, and then you can turn this handle, and it tightens the piece down where you can't move it. Loosen it up, depress the button, and you can go up to 45 degrees in either direction. It also has these adjustable, looks like they're adjustable rip fences back here. I have to read into that a little more. And I like the fact that these are textured, so these aren't smooth where stuff could slide on them. They will have some texture to them, so I like that. So let me read the directions and on how to put this thing together, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I've turned the chop saw table sideways so that I can get to the back of it. As you can see, there's these two rods right here, and the carriage for the saw blade and the motor right on this. So the directions look pretty simple. Basically, we are going to line these two holes up with those two shafts, slide it on, and then lock it down in place. All right. Again, I'm reading the directions, and looks like this is your next step. We'll put this on, and we have a couple of nuts in here that we screw in here. This holds this little kickstand on, which is pretty nice because if you slide this all the way back, it makes it very back heavy, so the table will want to kick up on you. So this will prevent that from happening. So I'm going to get an Allen wrench, I'm going to tighten these up, and then I'll bring you right back. You can see that I've got these two Allen screws tightened down. Another thing that the directions say is this little black clip right here. It's keeping this plunger from being depressed. So you want to pull that out, And what that allows, release that, and that allows the piece to slide to 3 different settings depending on what kind of cut you're making. Now, it says in the video, this isn't like a sliding chop saw where this is made to slide while you're working with the saw. You get it to where you want it. You lock this plunger in, lock the handle in, and that's how you cut. You don't let this slide while you're trying to cut. So something else I wanted to mention, the 2 screws right here, I'm not 100% sure what size Allen head they are, but it appears that all of the screws that you're going to manipulate on a regular, or could manipulate on a regular basis, or while you're assembling it, appear to be one of 2 sizes. And the really cool thing that they've done is they send you a wrench that, let's see if I can get it to pick it up. So that's the size for the smaller bolts. That's the size for the bigger bolts. So they send you the wrench, and then there's a place made into the mounting right over here where you slide this in so that you don't lose it. But they send you the tool, and it stays with the machine for the life of the machine, hopefully. So if it's like me in my shop, there's a good chance I'm going to set it down somewhere and forget where I put it. Okay, the next step is to slide these guide bars in. And as you can see, it's got a retaining ring right here and then a couple of other adjustment slots. Inside these holes on the frame where it slides in, there's a ball bearing in there, and that catches these grooves and kind of helps set the height that you want. So you just line it up evenly, slide it down in, and then you've got these screws that screw in the front right here. If I can get them started. That once you have it set to the height that you want, you tighten these down, and that holds your alignment. This adjusts up and down to allow your securing point to be higher or lower based on where you set this. And then, like I said, these just slide onto the bar. There we go. Lock down. There we go. And these will screw up against a piece of metal and hold it up against the retaining fence on the very back side. All right. You've also got this piece. So, and again, it's got a quick release, a little button here. You can mash it, push it down and up, depending on where you want it. And then, of course, fine adjustments right there. Okay, you can see the holes right here. These holes are set up for this bracket. As you can see, it slides down inside of it. And this allows you to, you can swivel it from side to side so you can get closer or further out from your metal. Hit your pin, drops it down on it, and then you can tighten it up, and that secures your workpiece. So that's pretty much it. A couple other features. It's got a retaining pin in here where you can lock the head down to keep it from popping up. It has the same safety shield that will come down just like the other cold cut saw does. But I think this is going to help me out a lot. It's got a shield right here so that when you're cutting, of course you're going to wear safety glasses and earplugs and all that, but it's got a burst shield right here so that if it throws chips up, you can actually see what you're doing and you're not, getting chips thrown in your face as much. One of the other differences, I don't know, let me See if I can bring you in. So you can see the handle right here. It's more of an ergonomic grip. So it's got a safety right here. Let's see if I can do this. Pull it, the safety with your pinky, and then you can squeeze the trigger and activate the saw, as opposed to the old one, which was more like a skill saw type grip. So I guess I'll see which one I like better. Like I said, most of my chop saws have always had this kind of, or miter saws have always had this kind of trigger. So I think it'll be fine. But what I'm really looking forward to is getting some practice cuts in with this, seeing how accurate the cut is, and allowing me to keep my workpiece on this 20-foot table, make the cuts without having to readjust my stand and get it, off kilter. That was a pain. Everything's assembled, the blades on it. I've got it hooked to power. Very happy with this. Let me get a piece of scrap metal. We'll cut it and we'll see what happens. Okay, so of course this is thinner gauge stuff, but I believe this is an 1/8 inch wall, but I can't remember right now. But so thinner gauge stuff, but it still cuts it clean, does a great job. Let's put one piece of thicker stuff in and see how it does with it. Well, that's pretty good. That's 3/16 wall, and I can't complain. Yeah, that's a good cut. So really excited about it. I think it's going to make things go a lot quicker for me, a lot easier, and give me a better finished product. So I'm excited about it. I'll use it for a while, try to come back and give you an update as time goes on. I did just realize this guard should be like that, so I'll tighten that down. But yeah, I'm excited. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you're having a good day. I know I'm having a blessed day here in paradise. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.